I mean, Economic Freedom Fighters is now on the platform. I mean, this is now a group of people out of the ANC who've already made a decision that the ANC itself is not, cannot be reformed. They have to do it from the outside. And they do it from a populist point of view. I mean, do you think, what do we do as a country, learning the lessons from other African countries, or even in Latin America, where after a liberation movement, people broke away and formed a populist movement, which again even if it comes to power, doesn't advance them, or doesn't expand the democracy or the quality of the democracy. Do you think, what would be your view on the EFF and Workers' Party?
Well, the first thing that you notice is that most of the parties, there is one narrative which says most of the parties which were breakaway parties from the ANC for some reason do grow, and then if they do not establish themselves, you start seeing them. It happened with the UDM, it happened with COPE. You do have EFF. I'm not suggesting that is going to be the case. But it's going to be very important to check a number of things. One, do they take time to establish themselves on the ground? The branches and the institutional infrastructure, and invest time in that. Two, those strong personalities within the party, when the crunch comes, will they not quarrel and you start having an infighting? And the third one, will they be able to refine their policy propositions to a point where it is beyond the rudimentary proposition of a radical posture? Those are going to be very, very important aspects where we can tell whether EFF will grow, but I doubt it will grow to become a government or an alternative. A party that will beat the ANC in the end will be a party that will break away from the ANC itself on a larger scale of a fragmentation. So what ANC does now, or a workers' party might be there, as I said at one stage, ANC was in such a strong position, like Mike Tyson. What will beat ANC is ANC itself. If it allows...
Who beat Mike Tyson?
All the opponents will just come to assist the self-destruction. Let me put it that way. If it continues on a path where it may start believing that it is invincible and have a tolerance level for corruption at a high level, or invest too much energy in defending leaders. So over time, that may create quite, a corrosive impact. But I don't easily embrace the notion that if you voted ANC, it's because of emotional reasons only. If you voted opposition, it's because of a rational choice. To me, all of them makes it very difficult. If you said, I don't vote for the ANC, what do you find next to it is the DA. It has its own, element where people are still suspicious of certain things. Then next to it is EFF. So in the menu, when you look in the main dish, except for the other, starters and other smaller parties, you don't find compelling issues. So, but also the fact that people, the social grant and all these other things, and the fact that they separate the leader sometimes. You hear many people saying, yeah, I voted for the ANC. Don't think that the ANC is the leader. We must look at those nuances. Thank you.